All right, so my name is Pat Moran. I'm with the Axios Systems, and I'm a business solutions consultant. And today we're going to talk about AI chatbots made easy. And the AI-driven chatbots really enable a paradigm shift for the service desk. So a chatbot can look after thousands of incidents, queries and requests simultaneously. And while your service desk agents focus on solving complex issues and delivering a better IT customer experience. So our agenda today is we're going to talk about why chatbots. We're also going to take a look at an SDI Members Report. We'll take a look at the chatbot advanced features. Then we'll go into the chatbot demo and show you that in action. And then after that, we're going to follow up with the value of the chatbots and talk a bit about the efforts and versus reward, and then get into a Q&A. Now, if you do need a copy of this presentation, please feel free to reach out to me after the demo. So paradigm shift, like I talked about, right? So that's the AI-driven chatbots are really going to enable this shift for the service desk. And it's really about delivering that better IT customer experience. So what if I tell you that you could free up over 30% of your support capacity with an AI chatbot? And that sounds very interesting, doesn't it? So when we talk about why chatbots, it's really about introducing chatbots into that IT service management process. It's going to enable organizations to shift left, the regular and repetitive tasks and workflows away from the human staff and towards more an AI-powered software. And we also want to empower your employees to use the self-service options so they can resolve issues on their own. We want to be able to free up time for your service desk and have a higher number of those zero-touch tickets. And here's the SDI Members Report for 2020. And this is just a view of how users are engaging support. And you'll notice telephone has always been that biggest driver, but we're seeing more advancement in other areas. And interestingly, it's the first time I've seen self-service higher than the email support channel. So the adoption rate with self-service is really getting higher and higher. So a 57% jump from 2017 to 2019. And down at the bottom, chatbots, very low, as expected, but is it because we're implementing the better? Are they more integrated with the service desk and more automation for a better customer experience? So when we talk about self-service, it is a one-stop shop and it is the starting point for a chatbot, is your self-service portal, not only for your end users, but also your customers. That maybe I have an HR query or a laptop fault. Maybe I want to submit a catering request, need to submit my expenses or request software. It's all available here on our self-service portal. Maybe I want to chat to an agent, just like most websites. I can click on that option up above. But for live chat, you need agent availability or several agents available for that. So is there an alternative? And yes, there is. And that's our assyst AI chatbot functionality down here. Okay. Now, some of the chatbot advanced features. Here are just some of the use cases that you can address with the introduction of a chatbot into your ITSM solution. Give the ability to locate services and offerings for your requirements without the need to navigate through a catalog with a multitude of categories and subcategories. Have it quickly log issues and requests. Maybe initiate escalations. I want to give you the ability to get to the right data in seconds and also get to the right knowledge articles to become more self-sufficient. And with more and more organizations standardizing on MS Teams, have your chatbot integrated with Teams for quick access. So what I'd like to do now is just show you the chatbot in action. And this is our look at our assyst self-service portal. And we're going to go in and we're going to ask a question. I'm going to be nice and say hello, because the chatbot has said hello back to me. And it's asking me, how can I help you today? So I want to maybe go in and find out where are my requests. And it's going to provide me with a link right to my open issues and requests. So I can go in and take a look at that, see any updates. And maybe now I want to go in and order a new iPhone. So I can simply start that interaction with the bot. And sure, let me collect some details. So what model would I like? How much storage do I may need? Do I want Apple Care? So everything is all brought up in an instant. Maybe when do I need it by? So at this point, I want to put in, I say, maybe I'll need it by next Tuesday. So now the chatbot's gathering that information and has quickly logged a service request for that. And I have access to that request by going in, and here are all the details that were collected by the bot and opened up in a service request. So maybe I want to find out what the status is of my request. So I can simply ask that question. It's going to ask me, do I have the event reference, please? I will put in the number that I just logged, so S1422, and it's going to provide me with a link once again. And also maybe, do I want to have a chase up or an escalation? Are there any further details I may want to include? So maybe I'm going to update this to state that now I need it by Monday. So once again, that bot is gathering that information, and it's said that I've added this to my event. So I can simply go back and take a look at that request. And as I scroll down, you'll see that here's a follow-up with that notice that I want it now by Monday. Okay, so that's just a look at our chatbot in action, and it's basically running through a few scenarios. And you can really see the true benefits with that AI-driven support, how its support changes the game, definitely. Let's go back into our presentation here and talk about the value of chatbots. So Gartner predicts by the end of 2020, 55% of all large enterprises will have deployed at least one chatbot in production, and the momentum is truly increasing. And when fully adopted and driven by senior management, the benefits will justify the time and effort you put in. So you'll see here some of these examples, and anything over 40% really gives you that value. And to help with this, let's consider some of the chatbot related metrics. So you got that 24/7 availability, instant responses, answers to simple questions, easy communication, have complaints resolved more quickly. And it really is about having a good customer experience to allow for faster ticket resolution, proactive engagement and cost optimizations. And when we talk about the effort versus reward, so what's it going to take? So I asked some of our customers who are using the AI chatbot with an assist, how much time are you spending each week training the chatbot? And it's around about 2 hours per week is what we've got back. So that's quite reasonable in terms of the balance between effort and reward. I'm just going to go off of mute here for everybody and move it on to our Q&A session. So I'd like to open it up to any questions that you might have.